let's see how we can run object counting with new YOLO26 model. This is a pretty cool use case because it combines most of the things that you can do with Ultralytics and in a full computer vision pipeline of actually building a computer vision project, starting to build some business logic on top of it that we can get out there and solve problems. So it's pretty much just object counting. We need to do object detection. We need to track our objects. We need to apply some business logic to count the objects as well. Could also be when they're crossing a line, for example. We need to count how many are crossing on a conveyor belt. It could be traffic analysis and all that. So then we start to build out the use cases and business logic on top of our detection systems. But let's just jump straight into it here. We're inside the Ultralytics documentation. We have a Google Colab notebook. If you want to follow along there, I'm going to have it in my local IDE. It will work everywhere. So we have an object counting where we're pretty much just going to have a conveyor belt, detect all different boxes. This is very nice logistics and just industrial use case. Resource optimization, enhanced security, informed decision making, all these different things are advantages of object counting. Inventory management could also be that you have retail shelf, you have a camera sitting there monitoring how many items are on your shelf. Queue management, so how long are people waiting in queue, how many are there in security airport lines and so on. So this is a pretty cool use case. All you have to do is pretty much just take this Python example. You can also use the CLI tool, but if you want to integrate it into your own applications, you can grab it here. All the code is on the Ultralytics GitHub repository, so you can go in and modify our solutions, object counter, and modify it to whatever you want yourself, or just get all the information out and build on top of that. So let's just jump straight into it and actually see how we can do our object counting in our IDE. So let's take a look at one of the videos. This is one of the examples. So we have a line, then we want to count how many boxes are actually crossing this line. Let's just play the video. We got one box out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks pretty good. All these boxes here are going out on the conveyor belt. Nothing is coming in. So this is a pretty cool use case. Very easy to get up and running. We have the data set. Again, everything will be down in the description, so you can grab it from there. So we're going to have a model. We're training the model. We have tons of videos covering that on the Ultralytics channel as well. So we can have the data set, we have our training set, and we have our validation set. So we just have all different labels, all these images here that we have labeled and then trained a custom model. Then we can load that model in and do our counting. So first of all here, I'm just going to add the path to our boxes. So it's just going to be boxes.mp4 when we run. This is the video capture. You can open up your webcam, IP camera, or whatever you're going to use. Then we need to specify our region points. So this is the ones that we need to define for a line. You can also have a region, not only a line, but you can have a bounding box region. You can have multiple regions, and it needs to cross both regions before you increment your counter. All these different scenarios and logic could also just be a counter, like how many people are entering or going out of the store. So line crossing. We have a video writer, so we can save our videos as well. We have our object counter. We just define our region points. So this is just going to be a line for now, but you could also just pass a full region. We want to show the video output. We want to show the confidence. What we don't want, we set it false. Line width, the classes. So right now we only detected boxes, but this is also the only thing that we have in our data set. So if you use a model out of the box, when you create an instance of the model, you will do that down here. So this is our own custom model that we have trained, but you can also just use the YOLO26 model S. And if you have 0, it's going to detect persons. So this is how easy it is to use. It's just a few configurations that we need to do, and we have everything up and running. So now we can have a while loop, just opening up our video capture. We're reading in the frames from our video. Could also be a live webcam, whatever. We throw our image through our counter, we will get our results back, so then we can iterate through our results, get our counter, get all the tracks, get all the detections that we are doing. Then we're just going to release all our resources and also our video writer so we can get the output video. So all we have to do now is just open up a terminal, we cd into our project, so that's going to be object counting. We check in here, we have our object counting, we have our object counting.py file. So object counting.py. All we have to do here, I think I have specified all the paths correct. Yes, we're inside our object counting, so this is just going to be a relative path. Object counting, did I spell it wrong? Oh, we need to run it in Python. So Python object counting.py. It's going to open up the video capture, and there we go. Now we can see that we have this running on our own computer. It's going to run around 50 milliseconds tracking inference. So this is the speed of it. It's around 20 frames per second, and I'm just running this on CPU. This looks pretty cool. Like we can see all the boxes in the exact same way as the video that I showed you in the start, but we have a track ID for each of them. So we're not only doing detections for each frame, but we have tracked them over time. So we can see it keeps the ID. Now we have bounding box 90, and this is very, very important that we do optic tracking when we are dealing with counting systems, tracking systems and all that. IDs is one of the most important things because we don't want to double count. Like if this box here is going over and we get another box or it's just flickering, like we won't be able to detect if this box here is crossing the line or the region that we have defined. This is pretty cool. Definitely go and check it out. Like everything will be available. It's just a few lines of code. Like we can see we have this project up and running in less than 50 lines of code. Hope you learned a ton of this video here, guys. Definitely go and check it out. And then I hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy counting.